Hello, 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 hello. This is the Marcus Allen Frishman Show. That's right. We've got Marcus Allen Frishman joining us now. Get him on the show. Get him on the show. This is his show. Marcus Allen Frishman, how are you?
Well, here I am live and in person at the Marcus Allen Frishman Show because I'm Marcus Allen Frishman and you're not.
Marcus Allen Frishman, let me tell you, last week I was on the stream. We were talking about my BMW I was selling. I told you I had collected a deposit from the customer. Okay, the customer had paid a deposit, a $500 deposit. And then Monday morning, I had to get a safety certificate for the car. Okay. The guy came out and said, this is like new. Okay. He said, it's just, I said, you want to test drive? He goes, no. He goes, I can just tell by looking at it, it's perfect. That's what he said. Okay.
Really?
Safety certificate passed.
No test drive on a used car.
No, this is the person. No, this was the safety certificate guy.
Oh,
not the buyer.
Yeah.
And then you know what? I got the money in and I passed. Now it's no longer my vehicle.
Congratulations, ArchieLuxury.
And well, it's kind of sad. Look, Marcus, I'll be totally honest with you. If I was making $120,000 a year, I would have kept the car. But the reality is, in US dollars, I'm making about 30.
Oh my God, Archie!
Yes,
we need hold on a minute. We need a super chat at this very moment to recover this deficiency of roughly $90,000. So there you go.
I tell you,
$90,000 super chat. Let's start, folks.
I got a few photos for you before. I'll just bring these photos up just so you can see the love. Can I show you some love or not really?
Oh, show me the love.
So that is the car. That's a couple weeks before I sold it. I don't know if you can really see the depth of that blue. Can you see the depth?
I'm going to guess I don't know the name of that color, but I'm going to guess it is a metallic.
Yes, it's a metallic. It's
a
called
light
it's Portimo blue. There we go. That look at the car. You can just see that it's got the sun visor. I put the sun shade up because it was a bit hot. You can see the car is a loved vehicle. This is not just a hack. You know what I'm saying there? This is very much a loved vehicle.
Why are we getting
this here was when it was driving away. The guy is sitting in it. This is before he leaves. I'm just taking some photos.
A last photo.
And I actually took him. I drove the car to the dealer. I wanted to introduce him to the service manager because it still has 10 months of service plan left. Okay.
Oh my, excellent.
So they're going to do a brake fluid change. They'll do a yearly inspection, and then a major service will be done on it. There we go. That's the car before he drove off. And you can see the engine. See there? It's got these special things. The vents open up to let air in. I don't know if you can see that. That's the vents.
Are those standard issue BMW vents, or did you do something aftermarket on that?
No, that's standard on this model. That is standard on this model. This is all stock. Marcus, this is all stock standard.
Even the wheels, Archie, the black wheels.
Oh yes, no, that's all standard. That's all standard. And I don't know if you see this.
We love those black wheels.
BMW. See the logo. The logo will always be upright. that's an extra addition. I don't know if you can see there. You know why?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
those wheels, they spin.
Yeah. You know who
No,
always? You
actually,
know who
so
always?
this
Rolls
car
Royce.
is blacked out. Yes, it's like the Rolls Royce because BMW owns Rolls Royce. See, the grill is blacked out. That's how it came to me. It came like that. It's all blacked out. All the blackout. There's no silver. All blacked out. Those wheels are stock. That is stock on the car. These are stock. That's how it came to me. That's how the dealer, because this was a demonstrator. That is how the dealer configured the car. Okay.
They might call that the black model, the black option.
It's blacked out, black. You had to pay extra for a few of these options here, but that was on the. Now, Marcus, the car has gone. Elvis has left the building. What did I do with the money? Let me tell you. So I got 39,000 Australian dollars, right? I'll tell you what I did with the money, okay?
Break it down.
I put 25,500 into my mortgage, okay?
How much, Archie? How much to the mortgage?
$25,500.
Wow.
I put $2,500 into my investment property mortgage. And I paid off about just over $11,000 on credit card. I paid it out. Paid that sucker out.
What's this investment property? Some apartment building you're renting or something?
I own a house and I own a condominium.
Oh, you're a man of property.
Well, Marcus, that's my retirement because I got to tell you something. There ain't nobody's hiring 53-year-old Archie. Marcus, thoughts on Bohemian Grove? Is it real? I'll let you answer that. Please answer that.
Well, the Bohemian Grove is real and it exists, and it's in San Francisco. And I have never been to the actual Bohemian Grove events.
That is a nudist bar, isn't it? That's a nudist. What is it exactly?
It is equivalent to the Bilderberg Society or the Council on Foreign Relations, but it's more social for the power elites to meet and converse. You know who never misses that? That is Bill Clinton. He loves Bohemian Grove because look up the definition of Bohemian, anyone interested, and that is essentially what it is, notwithstanding the fact that it is the power elite in America. Now, I've told this story. I'm not going to tell the long version. We've done it in a previous video. But when I was in college at USC, having been inspired, having attended Yale, Harvard universities, and having snuck onto the property of the Skull and Bone Society, another secret society, I came back to the University of Southern California to finish my education, and I opened the secret society of the University of Southern California, the Bohemian Grove, at USC, but I didn't use the word Grove. I called it the Junior Bohemians, and we were social. We did events.
I gotta say, the only Bohemians I know is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
And a beautiful song that we played contemporaneously at the time. And we had Glitz and Glitter Weekend. That was in New York City. We had Blue Collar Day, where we would be eating mashed potatoes and meatloaf and peas at a bowling alley. Of course, gentlemen didn't bowl. What we wanted to experience what the lower classes exhibited. And we had 22 members, with every member being able to nominate 3 women. So there were 3 women associate members for every member. You can imagine when we went public to announce what we were doing in a secret way at USC, very cloak and daggerish, we were ripped apart. I mean, I had people calling me a Nazi. I had the Black Student Union come after us. They didn't know that the vice president was black. Ridiculous nonsense because they make up stuff. Haters, as you know, Archie, better than I, haters. They just make it up in their head out of whole cloth. And oftentimes it has nothing to do with what you've said or done. It's just created in their brain, and then they pontificate it. It was no different then than it is now, except we get to read it or see it in video form. But that's the Bohemian Grove. It's a great place. I did a paper on who governs America in college, a thesis, and this was part of my thesis. This entity and other entities like it. I'm very anti, like Donald Trump, very anti-big, against big government, big taxes, big corporations, the World Economic Forum and things like that, as Donald Trump happens to be. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but I bring this transition up.
Born with a silver-plated spoon in his ass.
But he supports the class. He focuses on helping poor people, and he loathes the Wall Street crowd.
I am really anti.
He is crushing the deep state. He agrees with Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, the most liberal socialists we have in this country, on policy of the crushing of the deep state. Too bad he can't build bridges and bring them in to help him with certain things, but he can't. He's not a man that builds bridges. He blows them up.
Yes, that's the Trumpster.
We don't like to go. I'm sorry.
You know what it's
Bohemian Grove transitioned us to public policy, and that's why we may want to head down the path.
So I just wanted to show you, Marcus, we've got another super chat here. $5 super sticker. This is from Chris6446. Thank you, $5. I've got some more photos to show you if you'd like to see some photos, Marcus. Do you want to see some photos?
Yes. Go ahead, Archie.
These are private photos. I only show you because
back to a better subject than politics.
Exactly. I'm just going to find it. Let me just get these photos for you.
While you look them up, I'll have a closing comment here on politics. You know, I always believed that when you disagree with someone politically, it's respectful disagreement. And in my day, when I was active as a career political appointee, I served on Capitol Hill. I served in the legislature. I ran the second largest government agency in the country. I will tell you, I served with the State Department hunting terrorists. I've done a lot of things. I'm a career political appointee. But I will tell you that I retired in 2000. I didn't retire. I stopped getting political appointments in 2010 and went into private practice as a consultant. But in the day that I was active, we called Democrats the loyal opposition because we agreed with them 30% of the time. And we also, when we didn't agree, we compromised, and we never held people personally liable for the positions that we didn't agree with. We don't hate. There was no hate, but now there's hate. Now, I'm one of the few people that are in America. There's a few of us still left that doesn't have to hate you when you disagree, when I disagree with you. I'm sorry to say I don't experience that back. I experience hate from people that don't agree with public policy issues. So let's move on, but try to put love in your heart, and that's the way you move forward in life, and be positive about stuff.
This is rumored to be coming out next week. It's a new Omega C Speedmaster. Look at they call it a reverse panda because it's got the white eyes there. Can you see the white?
Yeah, they've destroyed the watch.
No, this is beautiful.
You like that?
You don't like it?
Yes, I like it, but all right. It looks better than the others. I have one. I have the one that came in the big box. It's about a 2007 or 8 or 9 version. I can't remember, but maybe it's 2012. Anyway, the problem with that watch is it destroys its heritage. Yes, it looks better.
Oh no, it looks gorgeous. That's a beautiful. It's got the white eyes there.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to do it to that watch. That's all. I liked the historic
Okay.
perspective of that watch. They make a new version. Archie, how often? Every year? Every couple of years? I mean, there's always a new one. The bracelet has definitely improved. I will tell you that. But yeah, I'm not fond of the copycat on the Panda that's going on everywhere. Everybody is doing it. I just don't think it's right. Yeah, that's all. It does look better, but just there's something more than how a watch looks. Sometimes its historic background or its traditional look just needs to be adjusted or updated, but not completely obliterated.
Okay.
My opinion.
Okay.
But yes, it is beautiful. And if I wasn't a watch collector and I held that watch next to my watch or your old watch, yeah, it's better looking. I would buy that one. But that's not my personal view. That would be the view, maybe something I'd recommend for others.
Yes. What's going on with Greenland? What's happening to Greenland? I don't understand why Trump wants to. What's happening with?
We have to negotiate a purchase of Greenland, Archie. We're going back to politics again. We have to negotiate a purchase. It will not be a takeover. We'll make them an offer.
Sale? I didn't know they were on the market.
Well, when they get an offer they can't refuse, they will be for sale. But unlike other endeavors moving forward, such as Cuba and after the next election in Colombia, after those adjustments, those are a little different. Those will be a bit forceful, let's just say. But Greenland will come along voluntarily because we'll make them an offer they can't refuse. And if they refuse it, it will be revised and eventually they'll come along. Yeah.
Fair enough, Marcus Alan Frishman. Fair enough.
People in Venezuela are soon going to be free and rich. And let me tell you how he's going to do it if you want. He's not going to install right now the woman who actually won the election. Maduro didn't, by all accounts, not American State Department accounts. No. Every international body, leftist body that usually works against America said he wasn't elected. Okay, it's their analysis. Not to mention the State Department rubber stamping the fact that
Maduro got a super chat here. This is from Yankee Doodle, our good friend. $5. Help me decide between a Mercedes E450 and a BMW 5 Series. And why?
That kills the how we're going to make Venezuela free and rich. We'll get back to that. Help me decide a Mercedes E450 and a BMW 5.
It's much better drive. Go for and I would definitely go for the BMW. The Mercedes is old.
It's not the same. And it's not old good. It's old bad, and it's been revised new. All the new revisions are bad. So it's not what it was. Mercedes-Benz is not the car of the 1970s and 80s. All right, it is not. It is some fake snob appeal purchase that I would avoid. Go to BMW. You want a car that handles and looks good, not just one that. And one that's reliable. A BMW is reliable.
100% there. You have hit it on the head. You've hit it on the head. Very reliable.
I wish I could explain the technical reasons. I cannot. Why Mercedes is not what it is. I did do a deep dive on this years ago, and that's the conclusion I reached by reading the experts. And there are some real reasons for cause. I'm not just saying it, but I can't articulate it because I'm not a car engineer.
Well, the other thing is too is that engine. If you go for the BMW, I would say, you know what, Yankee Doodle, I'd go for the previous 5 Series. Why do I say that? Because I think the previous 5 Series is absolutely a gorgeous car. Gorgeous. And
I like small. So I would always pick the 3 Series. I've had, let me count them, not including the one that everyone's going to mention, the rented one. I've owned, let me count them real quick. 1, 2, 4 BMWs, and I still own the 1997 that I bought new, drove as my primary car, the 3 Series convertible. And oddly enough, that 3 Series convertible was more expensive in 1997 than it was in subsequent years. It was $41,000. It was a 4-cylinder that I picked. I still own it. I blew the engine. I used it as a part-time car for all this time because I went into 6 different Porsches. But it is a fabulous car, and I'm deciding what I should do with it. I might give it to someone who needs it more than me and has enough money to fix it up, as opposed to donating it. But we'll see.
Yeah, it's a shame. How did the engine you blew up? It's a sounds a bit.
Engine. I was driving it. It got hot, but I think the thermostat was off because I pulled over before the red light went on. I saw the temperature going up. I saw it. It was rising suddenly, and then the light goes on. I was already in the off ramp to get off the freeway in Ventura County, actually, and I pulled into the gasoline station, turned it off. It was within seconds. So I think the thermostat was not registering the correct heat. It was heating up well before it notified me, and it blew the seals, merged the fluids, the oil and the coolant somehow, and I had it towed to my local BMW repair shop, and of course it needed a new engine. They wouldn't do that there, my regular guys, and they said take it here, take it to the guy that gave you the new engine 5 years earlier. I had bought a new engine for it because I wore out that engine, and he said to me, Marcus, I won't work on old cars. And then I brought it to another shop, and I didn't bring it. I discussed it with another shop, and it was parked in my garage. And we don't do old cars here. So I'm sure I could find somebody in the second largest city in the country, but I haven't. It sits in my garage. I'll do something.
That's what he said.
Yeah, we don't do, that's a line here in LA. Nobody wants to do work on an old, let alone one that needs a brand new engine or a rebuild engine. I'm not taking it to BMW. The price point at BMW is about $8,000. But to get an engine is under about $600 or $800 for that car. It can be delivered. They're around, and they're rebuilt, and then they're installed. And that car is well maintained and taken care of, notwithstanding its failure. And I'm going to show you a picture of it. Sadly, Apple updated its stupid formatting, so I can't figure out how to do a search. Oh boy, this is the thing when these technology people start changing everything. They just did an Apple update, I guess, and now I've lit the little icon that lets me search is missing. Why, I don't know. Oh, there, maybe that's it. No, that's not it. So I can't really find it fast, but it's around.
That's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry. I got to tell you, it's a beautiful. Look, it is.
No,
yes.
Oh yeah, here it is. I have it. I specifically took a picture of it. I remember last week. I didn't take it. I mean, I found it because you and I were talking about the car. This is a recent picture before it was garaged. It's a like new condition.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful. It's just beautiful, Archie.
Yeah.
I love
red was
it.
Such a good color. That's such a 90s color, red,
Yeah, my current Porsche is red, and I love red. I've always been. This is my Porsche. This picture I just took after I had it ceramic, just before I moved to my little beach pad that I'm sitting in. Decided to rent.
I see.
You see that?
Yeah. So I got to say to you, Yankee Doodle, get the BMW. Definitely much better car. Much better car. By the way, Marcus, I want to show you something. This was the sticker. This was the original receipt for my BMW. So just have a look at the options here.
That was an expensive BMW.
Well, that's Australian dollars. Okay, so that's about 55,000 US. Okay.
All right. So it was still
but if you have a look at it, it's got visibility. That means a sunroof and the laser lights and I think metallic paint. It's got the M Sport package, okay? It's got the 19-inch double spoke. That's the black wheel. See, that was $420 extra. It had the wood inside. The wood inside, that was $280. Now, it also had the mirrors were black. The brakes were red. And then it had seat heating, BMW recorder, high gloss shadow line. That was $350.
What is high gloss shadow line? What is that?
That means it's black instead of metal. It's all blacked out. The shadow line, it's called, right? Yeah. It came with a service pack for 5 years. See, that's the service pack. So that was, there you go. That's the price. Oh, Yankee Doodle comes out here and says, Yankee Doodle, $2. I test drove the BMW, too high tech, don't like it. Yankee Doodle, I would suggest go try the previous shape. You're talking about the new electric 5 Series. Check out the previous one. They will give them away virtually. I reckon that the G30 5 Series is the one to go for. It is incredible. Now, I've got a few private photos I wanted to share with you.
Yeah, I don't like all the high tech. Audi has gone.
This is my condo, by the way, Marcus. That's my condo. By the way, I spent $10,000 paying for those tiles on the veranda. See that big veranda there? I spent a lot of money on that.
Proud Lord.
Okay, so that was a lot of money because it had slate. It had slate before I put the tiles down. It had slate. So they got that. So that's it's that whole unit there. See that unit? It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I'll show it to you. I'll show you. How many
garages do you have there? One?
Sorry?
You have one garage?
Yes, one garage. Yes. So there's about 9 units here, nine different apartments. Okay, that's the front of it, and I'll show you, Marcus. That's my wife's Audi. That's the Audi. We also like red. We love red. I love red. Okay.
I love that. Actually, I love that car. That's a Q2, but we don't have a Q2. We have a Q3, which is slightly larger, and the Q5, which is even larger, and we may have a Q8 for God's sakes. I drive those when the Porsche dealer gives me them because I won't take one of those larger Porsches, and it drives fabulously. It's a fabulous car.
Yes, no, it's a really nice car. That. So that's the Q2. That's the Q2. That's the apartment block. So I put a bit of money into that. That's my retirement. Because Marcus, I don't want to get another paid job anymore. I want to work for myself or just semi-retire. You know what I mean, Marcus? I'm going to work for myself.
We talked about this last week. I know exactly what you mean. I offered you some of my similarities, but
I feel the same as you, Marcus, because it's there you go. So that's the apartment there. So that, believe it or not, that's about 800,000 Australian dollars, Marcus.
How much is that in US?
It's about, I'll tell you exactly. It's about 500, I think, 550.
Where does that fit in the realm of median prices for the area or for Australia?
Okay, so that's 535,000, right?
Huh?
535 US. That is the average. That's kind of, this is actually a good area. Like this is an 80s building, but it has more land. You own, because you own a section of the land. You're on a bigger block than a new building build. Look, that's what it costs in a capital city near the city. That's what they cost. So Brisbane is the third largest. Brisbane is the third largest capital city, and it's $1 million Aussie for a house. What's that? 650 US, and about 500,000 for an apartment near the city. Yeah, that's what it costs. Life ain't cheap.
In LA, it's almost $1 million or over for your average condominium apartment, and way more than that for any real house. But that's Los Angeles, you know.
There you go. So I just thought I'd show you that there, share that with you. But in my case, Marcus, it's a beautiful, that's a nice area. It's called Taringa. It's a really nice block. Believe it or not, Marcus, you know what we paid for that apartment?
It looks suburban and residential. What?
330 Australian. So that's capitalism. We bought that in 2017, and it has exploded in value. That's called capitalism, okay? You understand? Sometimes you make money,
and sometimes
Marcus, you lose money, right?
Yeah, you know, somebody's pointing out that the price I quoted for LA homes and condos, it's more in Orange County. Orange County is a location just south of LA.
Hey,
before
I'll show you something. You
Right,
know,
he's
you
right.
have Zillow. That's the big real estate thing in America, right? Zillow, you call it?
Zillow,
Right?
yeah.
Zillow. Let me show you something. In my country, we have realestate.com. I'll just show it to you, okay? Because we're friends, Marcus.
Realestate.com.
Have a look here. This is actually, I'm just bringing this up on the screen. This is the apartment, okay?
Oh, this is the actual
apartment, right? Yes, this is it. I'll show you what it's worth. The valuation.
And let's announce for the public right now that you don't keep any watches there.
No, I rent it out to tenants. I have tenant there.
That was supposed to be a sick joke. Yeah, all right.
So they're saying the rental income would be about $660 a week. Yeah, $660, and that's the history. Look at this, Marcus.
Oh, you rent it by the
originally in 1983 for $69,000. Yes, by the week. Of course.
Wait, let me understand something.
It sold originally in 1983 for $69,000. Then we bought it for $330 in 2017. And now, Marcus, they're saying it's worth $800 and over $800,000.
Well,
I'll show you the photos. Do you want to see inside? Do you want to have a sneaky inside? So, Marcus, you can see we did the flooring. That flooring cost me $10,000. I'll show you inside. Let's have a sneak. Marcus, so what we did was, right, I renovated this about 2 years ago, okay? I replaced the flooring, right? And I also replaced all the fans, all the lights, all the switches. I'll give you a look. Have a look. And we painted it. We got it painted.
How big is it? How many square
feet? The kitchen. I'll tell you. Now, that's what it used to have. See, it used to have the slate, but we got that ripped up and we got the tiles. That cost me $10,000, right?
The patio is huge.
It's about, I'll tell you this, what it is. This apartment is 100. I'll tell you exactly. It's 120. Okay, so internal is 83 square meters. Okay. The patio is 20 square meters. So it's 103 square meters. Okay, 103 meters square, meters in feet. That's 337 feet. Okay.
Yeah, see that. I looked it up. 330. All right.
So that's not a bad size.
No. Archie,
Sorry?
that can't be right. The math is wrong. That's not three. That's like 1,200, 1,500, 2,000 square feet.
Okay.
It's not. Your math was wrong on
103 square meters. to square feet. Oh, it's 1,008 square feet.
All right, that's better. Yeah, I knew it was over 1,000. All right. Yeah, okay, that's big. Well, and it's
1,100 square feet.
Yeah, okay, fine. This new little beach pad that I'm renting that I've told you about is about 900 square feet.
Now I got a super chat here. Yankee Doodle, $5. Arch, how much dollars are you walking away with the divorce? Okay, so with the divorce, we've put that on hold for a little bit. We've decided to put it on hold. I'll probably get the unit and she'll get the house. But we decided to
making the unit new.
Sorry?
You've put a lot of money making it looks like new inside. It's
yeah,
like
it looks
new.
very nice. It does need bathroom and kitchen done, but everything else is pretty nice there. So there you go. I just thought I'd show you that. Now, I got to tell you, Marcus, the problem is, Marcus, I'm unemployable. I am completely, absolutely, positively 1,000,000% unemployable, okay?
How much is the mortgage left on that condo?
Australian or US dollars?
Well, US, you just put 25,000 on it, right? Australian. Can't you configure it so that you can move into it and rent the room? Rent a room or so.
187,000 left.
All right. And you could, like we do in America, refinance that for 3%, have another 40-year loan, and make the payment virtually painless.
Yes. But, Marcus, that's my retirement. I'm looking at, I've got another couple of options there, Marcus. I am thinking of actually going overseas and becoming a hobosexual, Marcus.
I'm not sure what a hobosexual is. I know about the overseas.
Hobosexual is a man or a woman who lives with a mate because they can provide low-cost housing to them.
Oh, and you already have that set up, but this is a double mate situation because you have the family of two that somewhat is problematic.
So I'm thinking of becoming a hobosexual. That's where you pick a girlfriend based on what how does she have cheap housing for you to live in.
I'm all for that. You knew that already when you first met me.
Because you've said to me you want a lady who's going to look after you. You cannot look after them.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm looking at doing, is finding somebody who can look after me.
My advice. We're going to have to see how it plays out. But we already know, Archie, that you have that couple that invites you to stay rent-free.
They're a bit bossy, but they are a bit bossy.
Well, they like you so much they get insulted when you don't have dinner there. I mean, it's like most people should have a problem like that. It's not as though they want you out of the house. Why are you going out of the house? Stay here and have dinner. Don't go visit anyone. So you've got, unless they're serial killers, but you don't see any hidden basements.
The scary thing is they've actually, listen to this. This is how crazy. Can I tell you how crazy they are? So I told them I'm coming in on Wednesday at midnight. Okay. And they've said, okay, we've already taken care. We have booked a luxury a luxury hotel in Hong Kong for you to come and relax a few days with us for. And then we'll it's just I didn't ask them to do this. They made the booking.
Wonderful. We should post their pictures here and promote them as kind people. But Archie, I have a question for you.
They're insisting I come, and so they've said, okay, we've booked a hotel for you to come to. And then they've said to me, then we'll go to China. We'll go together to China.
Oh, do they have a jet or are they going to buy you a ticket?
Actually, there's a bus. There's a bus or a train we can take,
That's
right?
fine. I have a question.
They got contacts, so they just usher me through without going through the correct channels. They just get it. They're quite influential people.
What did happen? I watched a series of you years ago when you went looking for Nana Kim. What happened to Nana Kim?
I couldn't find her. I could not locate her.
We never were watching the end of that story.
No, what happened? Actually, Marcus, you will love this story, because what happened was I was much more energetic and younger then. And I used to do what you did. I would get breakfast for two. I would be in the hotels I stayed at. I'd have breakfast for two. So I used to go around the streets in the morning. I went for a walk.
Yes.
And I would find somebody to come and have breakfast with me, and I could interview them for my channel. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So she was a lady who I interviewed for my channel. That's what happened. I interviewed her.
Was she ever on the channel? Because there were a series of ladies you had on your channel once.
Yeah, so they basically, I would buy that I had free breakfast, so I'd like to take someone to have breakfast with. You understand?
Perfect plan. It was almost as good as when I did the nails in college to meet women. Yeah, excellent.
And what the problem was Nana Kim also had a sign line as an S. She was also an escort.
Sidelines.
And I didn't realize that, but the boundaries between me being a good Samaritan and taking her for breakfast and her coming to my room, the wires were crossed. Does that make sense?
Right. But you went back with wanted posters and looked for her. It was fabulous. I loved that.
Yeah. That was a very good series. It was high rating. It brought a lot of punters in. It was comedy.
Maybe you should go back and look for Nana Kim again.
No, I tell you honestly, I want to find somebody with money this time.
All right.
As you said to me, find somebody with money, because what's the point? Otherwise, you've got to pay for everything. You know what I mean? It's
not right.
I've decided. Okay, so to let you know, on the divorce stakes, I've decided we're not going to get divorced now. We just said, look, we'll live separately. I'm going to go and live overseas. I'm leaving next week. You know, I tell you, this week coming. So we should be able to do a show next Sunday. Okay, well, that's your Saturday night. Sorry, your Saturday night.
Saturday, your Sunday.
Okay, it's my Sunday actually.
We
should be able to do it, and I will be overseas. I'll be more than happy to talk to you.
Right? Why don't you find a young lady with some other method other than the free breakfast? Unless your hosts want to.
No, I'll have that couple with me. They won't let me do that. They wouldn't allow me to do. They would get very offended. They would say, "Oh, what am I?" They're very nice, but they're very controlling. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's worth it almost if you can sneak out now and then.
It's coercive control. It's coercive control. Do you understand coercive
control? They
control?
treat you like a little boy in their house, like you just showed up. Like it's very funny, actually. Oh God.
Yeah, well, the way I look at it is they got hearts of gold. Like they bought an espresso coffee machine because I told them I like coffee and I can't find any good coffee here. They bought a machine and they bought about $300 worth of pods, capsules to go with it. And
okay,
so I like
my philosophy, but it somehow is working with not quite the right people.
They also know that I like Coke Zero, the diet Coca-Cola.
Yeah, sure. Coke.
So
I love Coke.
They got Coca-Cola, diet Coca-Cola waiting for me in the refrigerator.
I wonder if there's Coke Light there. I love Coke Light. Coke Light. It's served in the Philippines. It's a
Yes,
a
I
different,
like Coke. I must say I like that as well. That's nice.
very refreshing. You can't get it in America. It's in
No.
what looks like the Diet Coke can, but it says light instead of diet. It is so refreshing.
So
A
I've got
little
to
lighter
tell you,
syrup.
Marcus, I'm actually selling this watch. I'm looking at selling.
You froze, Archie. Archie has frozen. I don't see
One of
movement.
my breguets. That's one of my breguets. That's one of my breguets. Okay.
Beautiful. And you're going to sell that.
Well,
Archie,
Mark,
what's wrong
I've
with the
got-
collection?
Sorry?
The collection has been
We're going through hard times, Marcus. It's
dismantled.
not easy.
Well,
You know what I'm
save the Rolex Explorer 2. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good for everything. The
Oh
Rolex
no,
Explorer,
I will keep that.
Yeah.
This is quite an expensive watch, so I'm gonna keep one gold watch.
The truth is, Archie, your average snob schmuck doesn't know what that is.
Oh
But
no,
he'll
of course not.
know
They
what
have
the
no
Rolex
idea what it is.
Explorer 2 is.
They have next to no idea what that is. Okay, they have no idea what that is. Okay, and
No,
that's
very-
how these punters work. These punters are not very. But Marcus Allen, what's happening with Twinkle? Have you spoken to Twinkle lately?
I have. She's doing fine, and she's back at her job, and things are rolling, but there's no update to give you yet. I have a picture. Do I have a new picture handy? It always takes time to look at for it, and I never am ready. Well, here's a picture of us together. I may have showed you this one because I don't remember. There we are, and that's her new look that I don't really.
Wow, I like it. I like it, Marcus.
It's her new look. You know, she's gotten the nose done. The braces are still on after 9
She's
years.
got a nose job?
Yes, Archie, and she has 9 years of braces, and the hair is kind of reddish tint when it should be
Why did
black.
she get a nose job?
Well, Archie, look, she's a
Did
very
you encourage that? I hope you didn't encourage.
No, absolutely not, Archie.
Did she get a boob job as well?
She did not, thank goodness, but I'm sure that's on her list. I can show you a picture of how she looked when I met her. But you know,
yes, I would like that. I don't really like nose jobs done. I'm sorry.
Hers turned out decently, thank goodness for that. And
I don't mind the odd head job, but I'm really not a nose job fan.
No, neither am I. I'm not a boob job fan. You should leave here. Here we are together. I believe this is the 3rd year into our relationship. Hold on. This picture, stand by. I'm sorry, I dropped my iPad. Of course, I just had it. There we go. So this picture is at the Shangri-La Hotel, and that was the original.
She looks much nicer there. You know that?
She did. Of course she did. But look,
I thought she looks much cuter, don't you think?
Well, she has to do her independent thing. You know, we're all little snowflakes, and we do what we.
She hasn't had the boob job and not told you. Can I ask you that?
Of course I've seen the boobs. She's not had, and she has no plan. We've discussed this. She's always had a plan to get the nose done. Fair enough. She claims she's not injecting her lips, but we'll have to get into more detail later. But we'll see. Yeah, what can I tell you, Miss Winkle? Archie, what's happening? We're frozen? There's a broadcast problem.
How do you know she hasn't had the boob job and not told you?
Archie, we're having a broadcast problem. You are frozen.
Hello, Marcus.
Are you there? Oh, yes, I see you now.
Marcus Allen Frishman.
We had a problem, Archie, with your broadcast. I hear you and see you.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm here. I hear you and see you.
What happened, Marcus? Marcus, have you?
Archie is having problems.
How do you know? Hello, let's make sure we got connection here. Hello, Marcus. Marcus.
Archie, where are you?
Marcus.
Okay, go.
Yeah, he's okay now. Marcus, how do you know she hasn't had a boob job and not told you?
Oh, I actually answered that question. You didn't hear it. I've seen the boobs, and she has also no plan to have a boob job.
Hello?
She always.
I can hear you, Marcus.
All right. She's always wanted to fix her nose, and she did it. What can I tell you? The question I have is, why do the braces have to be on 9 years? But whatever. It is what it is. What's happening? Archie. Can't hear you.
Yeah.
All right. We're having a problem. We're having a problem with the broadcast.
She always wanted a nose job. Is that right? She always wanted a nose job.
Always wanted a nose job, and she got it. And the reason the braces are really on. Yeah, I'm here, Archie. Oh, God almighty.
She got it done in America.
Remember, Archie, I lived with her for 4 years. I know this woman.
Done in America?
No, she got it done in the Philippines, the nose job, but she's moved to America. She's here, and I encouraged her to transfer from LA to Florida because it was a better opportunity. Something's going on with our broadcast, Archie. It's not working.
Yeah.
Did President Trump turn off the internet?
Just be 1 minute. Let me check something. 1 minute.
I think President Trump has turned off the internet. Well, the internet is overheating. Dave Smalls says, yes, maybe. Now that Archie left, it seems to be working. Well, you know, I guess I have to run the show. I'm Marcus Allen Frishman, and you're not. So finally it's working. And I like to look at the messages. I read every one of them. I don't know if Archie does. Some of these messages are just so funny to read. She was probably snapped up by a millionaire. I think you're talking about Archie's girlfriend, Nana Kim. That could be. You can tell Frishman is now a... I'm not going to read that one. Boy, there's a lot of nice comments here that make no, absolutely no sense, right? What happened to Archie? Well, I wonder if I should tell it one of my longer stories. Oh, here he comes. Okay.
Sorry about that. Sorry Archie, about that, Math.
We're almost
sorry.
Something's going on with the internet here.
Math, I gotta ask you something, Math.
Yes.
What is the new? Are you happy in your new home? Are you happy?
Oh yes, I moved from the 12-room, 4-bedroom, 3-bath gated community in Los Angeles to this lovely beach pad. It's near beach pad. Let's not mislead people. I'm 3 miles from the beach, and it's a little cold to go there now. We're in winter in Los Angeles. I'm actually in Ventura County. I won't say specifically where, but it's a lovely rural community from my very urban community. And I'll rent out my home like you're renting your investment property. Yeah. And it's good money. It's big money. I should have rented it out 10 years ago. Because I don't know, I bought it to order in 2005, moved from Calabasas to that location. Calabasas is a location in Los Angeles where I had my previous residence and rental property. And I love it here. Now it's small. This isn't a home and I don't own it. It's an apartment, but I am loving being here and the people. And now apartment living is very, very different than home living because you're confined and you'll have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so far, everything is wonderful here. Archie, maybe we should end the show. We're 5 minutes to ending time, but I think it's not working today. There's some glitch going on.
Yeah, I am terribly sorry there, Marcus. Marcus, we're nearly at time, but I wanted to tell you next week I will be coming to you live from China. Okay.
Fine. This will be fun.
And I would very much like to interview you. I'd like to talk to you next week.
All righty, we'll be here for you.
I've gotten rid of the car on, and I got to tell you, Marcus, I would like to hear more adventures. How are you going in the community there? Have you made friends with your neighbors and that? How's that going?
Yes. No, I have 5 friends, a couple and a single woman, both combined, invited me to dinner and treated me. So I've already returned the favor on all 3 of them. One of them bakes me things and drops it off. One is like a walking companion. She'll text me and say, hey, can I come walk you? Another is a college student down at the college, because this is a college community, and I bought the college dining hall eating experience, and I eat at the dining hall for lunch and dinner unless I leave the community for a reason and join other people outside. So I'm meeting all sorts of college students and professors, and I've had several in the apartment, both professor, college student, and the chef of this. He's a blue ribbon, I think that's what they call him, a cordon bleu chef that the college hired to redo this fabulous. All I can say is it's like walking into a mall, 7 kitchens or something, and having a variety of different food twice a day for a very inexpensive amount of money. So I love it here. Archie, did any of that get broadcast? Archie is frozen, and I can't hear or see him. And I don't know if I'm broadcasting. Maybe the show is over. I do see a new super chat. I live in an 800 square foot home, English manor style home with an elevator, sauna, 8,000 square feet, sauna, gym, outdoor terrace. Life is good. Well, Yankee Doodle 6293, let's see some pictures next time. I don't know if you can load pictures. I know if you send Archie pictures in email or on Facebook, he'll put them on here. He's put on my videos. I'd like to see that. I don't know where Archie is. He is missing.
I'm here. I'm back. Let me tell you this. Yankee Doodle asked the question.
I've read it already. And answered.
He does say here, Arch, how much dollars are you walking? Okay, so basically me and the wife, we have a net worth of 2 million Australian. So we would basically at our stage in life have 50-50. So I'd have 1 million Australian and she would get 1 million. So we've got 2 million together. And you know what? It's probably better we stay together if we can have a relationship like Ms. Winkle and Marcus, because splitting and dividing, let me tell you this, it's a very expensive game. So there is economies of scale in living together. Davy Smalls, member for 18 months. Never been to Asia, Hong Kong, or Vietnam to get my beak wet. Okay, thank you, Davy Smalls. Chris 6446 super sticker. Another super sticker from Chris. And then Yankee Doodle $5. I live in a 8,000 square foot home, English manor style, with an elevator, sauna, and gym, outdoor terrace. Life is good.
Well, Yankee Doodle has to send Archie pictures in his email or something. We have to get them up to see this. An English style manor. I mean, you know.
Foot to meters, that is 743. That's a monster. That's a monster of a house.
Yeah. I grew up in a 7,000 square foot house and then reduced to like 4,000. I know what that is. That's a large home. A friend of mine has an 8,000 square foot home, and it's nothing unusual for that neighborhood. In fact, it's one of the smallest homes at 8,000 square feet, but it is plenty for a family and one person. It's probably the perfect size. You wouldn't want something bigger or smaller. I mean, if you, at any price point, 8,000 square feet is it's what you need. It's what you got to have.
Guys, it's time to wrap this baby up. I want to thank you, Marcus, for coming. I'll be in Hong Kong, China next week. I'll be with the old couple. And let me just tell you this, Marcus. They can be difficult to manage, but I will try my best.
Oh, get some stories for us, because it's going to be fun to hear.
They're very passive aggressive. Like, they booked a hotel. Like, they booked a very expensive hotel, but then they'll remind me of how dear it was. And
God forbid you take a walk without them. I mean, gosh almighty.
And then they'll say, oh, we paid for this. We paid for the buffet breakfast for you. And then what, like, they're passive aggressive. They'll say, oh, make sure you eat more. We paid for this. And then they'll say you're putting on weight later on in the day.
You know what they remind me of? Now, I can say this. I can say it without any criticism. They remind me of together an old Jewish mother.
Yes.
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 That's what that's about in the stereotypic way that it deserves, because it's how it is in reality. Stereotypes are real, and they are true. That's a Jewish mother. But they're not
here
Jewish.
We go. We got a few super chats here. We got John C, Chris, Yankee Doodle, Chris, Yankee Doodle, David Smalls, Chris, Yankee Doodle. That is the supporters today. We thank you, Marcus. I got to tell you something.
Short of the $90,000 that Archie needs to recoup and get back to his standard life. So please remember that next.
I think, Marcus, the world has changed. I'll be honest with you, just like you, I'm reducing my costs so I don't have to have the pressure of that. That's the reason I got rid of it, is so that I don't have to have the pressure of having that, okay?
Now all you need to do is figure out how to get your apartment paid for, like mine, through some third-party investment of sorts. Yeah. There you go.
Well, the apartment that's rented out, that rents out for about 30. It basically covers the payments, Marcus.
Oh, okay. Well, you need a little more than that, Archie, to cover the payments of where you live.
Yeah, that's why I got a wife. That's why I'm not quite leaving yet, Yankee.
Or you have the couple in China who will
who look after me and feed me, and then remind me how much they paid for lunch or dinner.
You should tell them to invest.
But the thing is, they can be demanding. Like they said to me, I'll tell you, this is how bad it is, Marcus. They said to me, can you please bring some little souvenirs for us to give away? So.
Oh, yeah, right. Your gifts.
I did that. I've got little souvenirs for them, right? So they want these to give to their friends. Right?
Australian stuff.
Well, these are made. Funny thing is, these are made in China. That's where they're going back to. It's funny.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
You know,
but they're Australian animals. Yeah. We don't have many of those in America.
The problem is, the problem is that they've asked me to bring some stuff. They've got a list of requirements. Can you bring this? Can you bring that? They pay for things, but they remind me what they've paid.
Why don't you have them invest in a condo in Australia?
No, I don't. I'll see. I don't. I'll see. Marcus, it's been a pleasure talking to you. I will see you next week. Thank you so much. I got to shoot off. See you later, Marcus. Thank you so much. Great talking to you. Hi, guys. It's ArchieLuxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. David SW, David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW, David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW, David SW, David SW.